All right, so after coming back yesterday from the previous adventure to Fort William, I'm today going off to Ben Nevis. I've devised a new route from here. The day is supposed to be lovely, so to the highest British mountain, and then so that should be day one, and then drop down into a valley towards Kinlochleven, and then tomorrow make it over to Kinlochleven and sleep somewhere near there, and then I'll come back here on the bus on the third day in the morning. So I think that's the general plan, taking it slowly, easy. I'm tired, but let's see how it goes. Beginning to leave Fort William. Down here is River Nevis. I'm going to follow that for the next mile or two. We're just walking along the river now. Right, so I'm right in front of Ben Nevis Visitor Center, as you can see. So just taking a break here on the bench, and obviously the mighty peak is over there. So see how it goes from here. Hey, obviously there's going to be some people here. These are established parts, and this is the highest mountain in Britain, but it's going to take some time. I need to check what the relative height is on my map, because obviously might be quite a lot. Don't be fooled. The mountain is over 1,300 meters. That might not mean so much to some, but there's a difference between starting at 800 meters and going for 500 meters up, and starting at 200 meters. So we'll just see. We'll just see. I'll talk about it on the way. Anyway. Beautiful Glen Nevis. Now climbing out of Glen Nevis. So, as King Theoden in Lord of the Rings said, so it begins. Where's looking back? Let's see Fort William, sorry, down in the valley. Now, as you can see, it's a mountain pass, but it's a very well made mountain path. So massive difference by comparison to what I was walking the previous 3 days. Check the previous video for that. Well, I've checked the relative altitude from where I was starting down below, and it turns out that in order to climb to Ben Nevis, it is actually around 1,300 meters. So you start at something like 50 meters. So that's a major climb, major climb. Absolutely magical. As you can see, snowy end to this walk. I think it's probably can't make it out, but I think that's the top. Incredible walk. Of course you can't see anything, but who cares? This is just outstanding. It's so atmospheric, beautiful. Feels like I'm completely cut off from everything else, except for these occasional walkers. Ben Nevis, 1345 meters. Incredible moment. The tallest mountain in Britain. Very atmospheric. Very atmospheric. Obviously, I can't stand here, but there's something special arriving here in weather like this. Just taking the moment. Also incredibly white here. Feels like an incredible achievement to arrive here like this. So now to test out whether I can actually possibly do the next bit, which is largely supposed to be walking down, but I'll see if where I was planning over is not too tricky. if it is, I'm going to have to just retrace my steps back lower down where I came from, and then figure out some other route from there. Snow is a bit deep, but it's not super deep necessarily, and I can follow these tracks, so I know I'm following a path here. I want to get too close there, but look, no, definitely not. Stay away from the edge, but look at this, unbelievable, unbelievable. Where I just come down from, so bit of a climb. There was a gentleman who was going up there. I'm not quite sure which way he went, because he seemed to be struggling a little bit, so might have come up from one of the valleys, but I'm not quite sure if this doesn't top walking up the ridge towards the saddle the other day. Watch my previous video. Probably not, but so atmospheric, amazing. You'll be very, very careful to just keep to the track in the snow, because that's where it's safer. Obviously, wherever else, the snow could be very, very deep. Path re-emerged, so you can see that this side is much less covered in snow than the other side, but this area is unbelievable. A little bit further down there, eventually there'll be a turning to the right, and that will drop me down into the valley, but we'll see what happens first. Now up there, there's a summit up there, and at that point I will be turning right to, I think, start dropping down into the valley. But first I need to get up there. I think it's probably the second one of these, because it seems higher up, but let's see. 200 yards left. I think it's up there. Let's just get there, hey? Here, so I could change my plans. And go that way and drop down as well. You need to be flexible with these things. Càrn Mòr Dearg Arête. Yeah, incredible. It's cleared up just a tiny bit to look what's down below. Obviously, there's probably a massive cliff down there, so I'm not going any further, although I could go go up here. So now you see why I wasn't so keen to walk downhill steeply. It's very, very steep down there, so yeah, I thought I'd give it a slip. So anyway, now I went down there, and I think from now it's going to be downhill. Okay, so I'm currently on about 1,000 meters altitude. This path is going to drop me down within 2 miles or something to Allt Chulainn. I'm not very good with Scottish names, but in any case, to the river there, and when it does, that's when I'm going to pitch my tent, because it's going to be right next to it, and a nice place to camp for tonight. And then it's going to be on 400 meters elevation by my map, so the wind will be less. So look at this, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? The views here are just spectacular. I think tomorrow, given the change of plans, I'm just going to walk down to Fort William, and then we'll see what happens next. Probably give myself more of a walk day tomorrow. Anyway, so that's it. The early part of today's hike up to Ben Nevis was actually quite full of people, popular route. But here is complete solitude. And look at the view from up here towards Fort William. This is unbelievable, and the way it's cleared up just a moment ago, and now all of this is basking in the sun. These dazzling colors. This is absolutely pure poetry. I wish I was a poet sometimes, because look at these blue but slightly dramatic waters stretching all the way into the horizon. It's fascinating how peaceful the wind becomes if you just walk down 25 minutes from up there. It's just really peaceful. Like, it was completely wild up there Just the wind howling and just running from my ears. Here it's just really total serenity, and well, how can you not think of serenity looking at things like this? Look, I found a work of art. It's amazing. The natural sculpture. So you can see the beautiful ribbon of a river winding its way down into the valley. My path is starting to drop rather steeply into the Glen, so I don't think it's gonna be long before I am there, and then do a camp. And it's looking like, for once, it's not gonna be raining or howling wind when I do that. Lovely weather. So a drink of my water. Break. If you look behind me, I'm almost down in the next to the river, so won't be long now. And you can see what a descent that is. It's quite steep, and I have to say that I think I might have preferred the snow up there to the bog down here. It's just very difficult to walk, particularly if you are climbing down, and basically any step you could slip. Anyway, almost there. Right, I saw this rock here from quite some distance from up there, and this other track that I was walking, a path, links to this one, and that leads to the river. So I just follow that, and I should be able to find something nice to camp there. Alright, I found my camping spot, so I'm going to pitch up right here. But look at the scenery, incredible. So I've got the river just down there, so easy source of water. There's actually a mountain path that goes up there, and then this way as well. Beautiful. Okay, morning. So nice weather so far. we'll see how long that lasts. Anyway, today I'm walking about 8 miles to Spean Bridge. So first down here, well, it looks like up, but it's mostly down, down to the valley, and then I'll be just walking on the flat actually to the Spean Bridge. So nice and easy. My legs have had it basically. So I need to just treat myself nice and easy today, and so I thought just a couple of miles, probably more of a walk most of the time, nice and slow, and then that will be it, I think, for this expedition. I really adore those kind of lone trees overlooking such landscape. This is now a very easy path, as you can see, very comfortable to walk. Seems to me I've now entered the area of civilization. Very big track down here, and there's managed forest activity over there. So on the one hand, it's gonna go easier, of course, on tracks like this, but on the other hand, I already am missing the wild. Right, so now starting to be on tarmac basically, and this is East Highland Way. I'm just going to go pretty much this way all the time, east, and that will take me in 6 miles to Spean Bridge. Well, no longer tarmac, but rather pleasant track here. Right to the left of me, you just saw it pass, is a train line. That's where the Caledonian sleeper trains get into Fort William. There's also a road on the other side, so I'm basically going to be following this for quite some time. Well, I think it's about 3 miles to Spean Bridge, so not too far now. I've been walking this forest track for quite some time now. Just stop to marvel at this. one of the few places where you could see the mountains through the forest. Anyway, obviously I have not escaped these adventures of the last couple of days completely unscathed. So I've got some blisters, grazes on my feet. Well, they're not too bad, but also it's a small price to pay for the wonders and the magnificence I was able to witness on this adventure. So I don't really mind. Anyway, I'll get there soon enough. I'm really sad about these stumps, but down in the valley you can see the village. So that's where I'm going. So soon in about half a mile, turning left, and that will start dropping me down into the village. It's really pretty. Beautiful. Over those young trees. In both ways too. Lovely. I've got blisters, some grazes on my feet. My feet are covered in plasters actually. So I'm walking very slowly to this village, but this was absolutely an incredible achievement. I consider what I've just done one of the greatest achievements to date. It was harsh climbs, harsh traverses over those ridges, and I'm sort of secretly quite proud of myself. But I also, of course, was surrounded by this incredible beauty, and I would say this was real adventure. So although I was meant to go somewhere completely different, well, this was still a massive adventure. And simply put, if you don't risk such an adventure, then you will not get to see these places. They are not available from your nearest car park. You need to get up there really high, hardship, struggle, and then you see it and you think you are just on top of the world. And by that I mean you are factually, but you are also on top of the world in your heart and in your soul. And I cannot possibly equate many other experiences with doing stuff like this. And I think you should try and find the courage, if that's something you need to do, and just get out there and see these places on your own as well, because it's incomparable. Okay, I think it's safe to say that where there are golf courses, the wilderness stops. Yesterday was just simply unbelievable. Ben Nevis, all that climb up to that, and all of these superb views from up there. Obviously this snowy top, and then of course that ridge and the views from there. That was such an incredible experience. And then of course dropping down into the valley and camping where I did, overlooked by this rock and snowy giant of a mountain. So yeah, and today lovely walk, some nice views from that long track to here. What an achievement. So I'll just drop down to the village and see if I can find a pub to get myself some probably well-deserved pint of Guinness.